So while I'm waiting for the winds to die down, I'm out exploring West Mersey. So here we go, proper boating community. And you can't come here without trying the local oysters and mussels. So that's what I'm doing. Take a look. Happy days. So I'm really enjoying wandering around West Mersey. There's an endearing quality about it, and a gentle, low-level activity from the local sort of fishermen and the shellfish traders. Just enjoyed oysters from one of those shellfish bars. And today's the 30th of April, so it's the last day of the oyster season. It's any month with an R in it, apparently. They have to well, the local oysters, I believe, because they spawn inside their shells, they don't catch them, they don't harvest them through the summer months. Although there is another species, I think, that has a Roman Italian sort of descendancy, which I think they can still harvest throughout the summer. But it's a proper little boating community here, and it's really quite lovely. So I've come back to I think they call it the old quarter, where all the moorings are and the shell fisheries. And it's now the evening. You see the sun's just dipping over the salt marshes, and it really is quite stunning. And what strikes me about West Mersey, look at that, I mean everywhere's nice when it's sunny. What strikes me about here is there's like a number of communities that all mesh into one. You've got obviously some really affluent people who live here, very successful business people. There's some big pads here, and their neighbours are people living on boats, you know, houseboats, sitting on the mud. And then in amongst them you've got the shell fisheries, the oyster fisheries. Some of those have been family owned for 9 generations. And then you've got the yachting community and the dinghy sailing community as well, and they all just seem to mesh in together. And I tell you what, there's a lot of talk about changes in our society in this country at the moment, but if you want a snapshot of what quintessential English coastal community is, come here, because I bet this hasn't changed for a very long time. Obviously you've got grockles like me turning up, and I guess it gets a bit busy in the summer, but it's just wonderful, and I think unchanged. And I'm going to head up to what they call the capital, which is where some of the really old buildings are, some apparently up to 500 years old. So yeah, pretty lush evening. West Mersey is surrounded by salt marshes, and I wonder how many other communities like this I'm going to find on my way round Britain. I'm not sure there are many other places other than the Essex estuaries where you get this experience. Maybe North Norfolk, up Wales way, but I'm not sure you get this type of landscape and this salt marsh landscape. Maybe up in the northwest. I'm really excited to discover these new communities and these coastal gems, and it'll be interesting to see whether this is unique or whether there are others that are similar.